If you've ever felt behind in life, this is for you. When you feel behind, it can be one of the most scary and discouraging things to have to come to grips with. Maybe you've got special life circumstances or are just not getting the same results as everyone else around you. Or you're over here in a corner with me, living at your parents' house and watching your friends get married and have kids while you're still super duper single. For me, this lesson hit me the hardest when I quit my job to do this channel full time. I'm a single dude in my late 20s, and I hope to get married and have kids one day. If we graph out my future life expenses, it'll probably look something like this. To support a family, I'm gonna have to suddenly make double or more what I'm living on right now. And as an employee, here's what my salary would look like. Starting decently high and increasing with a small % salary raise every year. And now if you told me to give that up and eat into my savings, I would have told you that you're crazy and there's no way I'd be able to hit this income in this many years. So when I left my job and the reality of my financial situation sank in, it scared me how far I was behind my peers. Not only was I not making any money, but I was actively draining any savings that I had saved up over the past couple years. While my friends were buying houses, I was moving back in with my parents. Sometimes you just feel so behind, and it sucks. But here, chew on this for a second. Let's say we're going somewhere, and you could go by train or by bike. Which one is better? Which would you pick? Well, you can't, because it all depends on where you're trying to go. Your neighbor's house? Take a bike. Disneyland? Take the train. I know it's cliche, but everyone's walking a different life path. On the surface, it might look like we want the same things, but we're all dealing with a different set of circumstances underneath. There are so many different trajectories that you can't compare one to the other. Not just because it'll make you feel bad or something sappy like that, but because there literally is no way to compare. If you're taking the train to Disneyland, that bike is gonna look like it's farther ahead of you in the beginning, at least until you hit top speed. But even in that moment, before you've passed that bike, you're actually so much farther ahead than you actually realize. And so, as I thought more about it, I realized I'm measuring myself against others who are walking a different path. I'm on a completely different journey. This is the typical trajectory of an entrepreneur. Like the train, it starts off slow, but once you get it going, it becomes a force to be reckoned with. And so different paths have different pros and cons, and different folks prioritize these values in a different order. So having realized for myself that I wanted what the entrepreneur life would bring, I realized that I was right where I needed to be. So know this, you are not behind. You are on a totally different journey. Keep up the amazing work, my friend. Keep growing, keep doing the brave thing. And I guarantee you, you'll start to see yourself become the hero you could once only admire from afar. I'm rooting for you. Much love, my friends. See ya.